researchers, mostly regular citizens, have proven without a doubt there's an extraterrestrial presence. We're being engaged. The evidence is overwhelming. And they've done a lot of science, but it's not resolving the issue because there is a political block, what I call a truth embargo, instituted by the government, that they are not ready to formally acknowledge this, quote, presence, and then tell us what it knows, or the government knows. So we're sort of in an impasse. This impasse needs to end. It's long past time, I think, for that to happen. And it will end in what we commonly refer to as the disclosure event. And disclosure has a very defined definition. It means the formal acknowledgement by the governments of the world of the extraterrestrial presence. After that, it's all bets are off.
Words you were never meant to hear.
It's clear we're dealing with a cosmic Watergate.
This is the biggest secret in the history of the human race, the known modern history of government.
Photos you were never meant to see. Video you never knew existed. People you were never meant to meet.
As Jack Nicholson would say, you can't handle the truth.
Essentially everything that you would want to know has been covered up.
Things you were never meant to know about.
Out in the universe, they were horrified.
We are being engaged as a planet and as a species by other beings.
I always, when I was a kid and into my teens and into my 20s and 30s, sort of believed that there was some truth to it all. There were just too many similarities in the accounting of UFO sightings. And this was before the media embraced UFOs as a cultural pastime or as a kind of alternative religion. You're talking about witnesses who were seeing things in Des Moines, Iowa, and reporting the same thing that they were seeing in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Ronnie, I saw something last night that I can't explain.
So I really believed in this whole UFO phenomenon.
A small cluster of meteors.
Scientists are scrambling to try and understand it.
Evacuations are now underway.
About 2 or 3 meteors just impacted. Oh my God.
This whole UFO alien thing, are you a believer?
For sure.
Really?
Yeah. I don't buy that they would ever attack us, because I think that if aliens do exist, they'd be at a higher frequency, a little bit more evolved than human beings. And I think destruction is more of like a human-animal thing. Less a higher evolved, high-frequency creature thing, you know what I mean?
What about you? Do you believe in UFOs and aliens?
I don't know. Yes, I think so, yeah.
You're gonna go with it?
Well, there's got to be something. I mean, there's we live in a pretty big place, you know what I mean? Not talking about Earth, but everywhere.
Right now, we are being colonized.
I don't know. I've been out there sometimes, in the desert, New Mexico, and I've seen things traveling really fast.
The latter half of the 20th century has seen an explosion in reports of unidentified flying objects. The official reaction has been silence.
Why can't people talk about it? Because the Air Force knows that there was a crash saucer, there were alien bodies recovered, that there have been aircraft that have gone up to chase UFOs and have not come back. They know that we're dealing with the biggest story of the millennium.
It's kind of funny. You see like a little shadow over there on the left side of the moon there? I'm floating around there. You see that? I don't know. I really can't tell. I'm zoomed in. I can't get any closer with the camera. Wow, that's pretty freaky. You see it though?
objects, without question, exist.
95% of all UFO sightings can be immediately identified as the planet Venus, weather balloons, weather anomalies, swamp gas, you name it, we've got it nailed. It's the 5% that give you the willies. 5% remain totally unexplained.
And you're saying to 5% unexplained to the point where they are legitimately an unidentified flying object.
And we're talking about generals, we're talking about Air Force pilots, we're talking about governors of states that claim that, hey, this is beyond our understanding of the laws of physics.
Can I have an unidentified flying object that is not necessarily from some other place?
It's possible, but we've looked at all the alternatives. These are multiple sightings by multiple modes. In other words, pilots, eyewitnesses, radar, visual sightings. These are very hard to dismiss, the handful of sightings. One over Alaska, another over Belgium, another over Iran. The handful of things that still cannot be explained defy known laws of physics.